Donald Trump says it'll be up to Europe to provide security guarantees to Ukraine in the event a peace deal can be reached with Russia. But the security guarantees could hamper a deal allowing America access to Kiev's mineral resources. Ukraine says it needs the assurance from America before signing any agreement. Speaking at the White House earlier during his first cabinet meeting, the president says it's Europe's problem.
I'm not going to make security guarantees beyond very much. We're going to have Europe do that because it's we're talking about Europe as their next door neighbor. But we're going to make sure everything goes well. Peacekeeping is very easy. It's making the deal that's very tough.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky will travel to Washington on Friday in a bid to shore up US support after being excluded from peace talks between Russia and the US.
My question will be very direct: if the United States will stop support or not. Can we buy weapon? If it's not aid, can we buy weapon directly from the United States? So the third point, can we work with frozen assets for buying weapon, for example?
Well, Sky's Mark Stone has more now from DC.
That was an extraordinary spectacle. I mean, we have seen cabinet meetings of the US presidency over many, many decades, but I don't think anything ever compared to what we just saw there. It felt like an attempt to demonstrate loyalty, whole loyalty to one man. You know, if the US president is supposed to be the head of one of the branches of government in the United States, equal branches of government, well, it didn't feel like it looking at that. It felt like this was, as I say, to demonstrate loyalty among cabinet members for one man who was sitting there at the middle of it all. It was truly a sight to absorb. It felt at times like, you know, when we look in at other governments around the world, the Kremlin, or even perhaps into North Korea, you look to try and work out who's in, who's out, who's truly loyal, who's not, who's comfortable, who's not. And that was kind of the Kremlinology or the White Houseology that we are now facing, to try and work out, you know, whether members of that cabinet might be feeling a little uncomfortable, or whether it is true whole loyalty. Elon Musk wearing his dark MAGA cap, Make America Great Again. He was there, standing, not sitting, because he's not an official member of the cabinet. And at one point, Donald Trump asked the cabinet whether they were all happy with Elon Musk. Have a listen to that.
President Trump put out a Truth Social today saying that everybody in the cabinet was happy with you. I just wondered if you had heard otherwise, and if you had heard anything about members of the cabinet who weren't happy with the way things were going, and if so, what are you doing to address those any dissatisfaction?
Hey, Elon, let the cabinet speak just for a second. Is anybody unhappy with Elon? If you are, well, throw him out of here. Is anybody unhappy?
Revelatory 90 minutes without question.